Hi there, YouTube family. I hope you all are doing well today. Look what I got. Okay, I promised you a while ago that I was going to do a review on the Ordinary Skin line. I got the rest of the stuff that I wanted and some replacements of things that I had used before that I was just out of. And so exciting, I got their brand new it's the Ordinary Serum Foundation. There is a higher coverage one, and then there is the serum one. So I am going to be doing, towards the end of the video, a demo for you on this. I am wearing it right now, so I'm going to be doing a demo on this, but I want to go over those other products first so that you can see how I like them. Okay, so the first one that I want to go over with you guys is the Retinol 2% formula. Now, actually, this is a retinoid product. And from what I understand on the website, this has two different kinds of retinol in it, or retinoids in it, and so it's not like a straight retinol product. This also has other ingredients in it that buffers on your skin and that actually helps your skin to receive it without as much irritation. You use this at night. I use it before most of my serums, so cleansing the face, and then I use this right after I cleanse the face and the face is dried a bit. So if you're new to retinols at all, this is really good. I used it for 3 months, and then I've stepped up to a pharmaceutical grade retinol cream now. So I think this is really good in preparation to get you started to something stronger. I love this as I was using it, and right now I'm also using this right around my eyes because it doesn't seem to give that same irritation that you would get if you were just using the straight harsh retinol cream. So I really love this. Another product that I have been using for a really long time and I had run out and I was so glad to get it back is this Matrixyl 10% solution plus hyaluronic acid. Now this claims to help with static and dynamic wrinkles. What's a static and a dynamic wrinkle? Okay, a dynamic wrinkle is the wrinkles that you get from using your facial expressions. So your laugh lines, your frown lines in between, your forehead lines up here, those are all static or dynamic wrinkles, sorry. A static wrinkle is a wrinkle that will come with just over time when you get the loss of collagen in your skin, and you know how you see people that have a lot of wrinkles and sagging in their skin. So this claims, this peptide formula, this is all peptides, it claims that it can help with those and help, again, build the collagen back, and then also help with those wrinkles that you get from expression. And it's very, it's fluid in that, I should just show you guys, it's fluid in that it's got just a little bit of slip to it. There's not a lot of slip to it, but it's not like just a watery consistency. So I really have loved this. I was excited when I first got it, and I think that it really has done a lot for my skin. Okay, the next one that I want to show you is called, I'm gonna butcher this. It's Argireline, and it is a 10% solution, again, of peptides, and this one is very water-based. It's extremely watery. There is no like slip to it at all when you look at it, and you can just tell that it's just as it drops. Let me get a little bit better one so you can see. Okay, so as it drops, it's extremely watery. There's absolutely no slip to it. It sinks into the skin instantly. This one is actually for the areas on your skin that are prone to dynamic folds. Okay, so a dynamic fold, again, would be right here around the eyes where, you know, you get those extreme folds from laugh lines, and up here into your forehead. I have a lot of forehead lines. I have the 11. So just a couple of drops of this works really good, sinks into your skin. I don't use it all over my face, like I said. I only use it on the parts where I feel like I have really strong folds in my skin. So where I use mine is in the corner of my eyes. I use it right here in between on the 11s, and then I use it on my forehead. But I do put some on the top of my lip because I do have some issues with wrinkling around around the lip line. So love this one also. This is my first bottle of using it, so I will keep you updated on that and let you know how it's helping, whether or not it's helping. Okay, so this next product is the hyaluronic acid in 2% form with B5. This particular hyaluronic acid has 3 different forms of hyaluronic acid, and normally when you get just a hyaluronic acid without any of the science behind it, it basically claims that it's going to give you hydration and plump your skin. Those hyaluronic acids are normally just ones that sit on the skin because hyaluronic acid has too large of a molecule in order to penetrate your skin. So if you get one that says that it can, then it's just making very false claims. Hyaluronic acid will not penetrate the skin. What it does is it sits on the skin and it will draw moisture from inside the skin in order to give it a temporary plumping effect. Now what this particular one does, since it has 3 different kinds instead of just the one, which is normally sodium hyaluronic acid, this one has many more benefits. It doesn't just do that sitting on the skin. What it also does is it goes, it's able to activate the skin in a sense in order to make it have a longer lasting effect on there. And the B5 is also an additional hydrator that helps hydrate the skin, so that's something extra that they put in there. So I do use this one, but I have heard so many people say that this dries them out, makes their skin feel tight. Okay, so I was just over editing this whole video and just found out that this whole section didn't record, so forgive me if my hair looks different, my lips look different, I've touched up a little bit. Sorry. Anyway, so okay. So this part I was going to say is that if you do find that the hyaluronic acid is a little bit tight on you and you don't like that feeling, then you can mix it with any moisturizer that you'd like. And it actually helps your moisturizer work its magic throughout the rest of the day. So which leads me into the next product that I have, which is the Natural Moisturizing Factors plus hyaluronic acid. What I want to do is I want to just read to you this paragraph that it says about this. It says the natural moisturizing factors are elements that keep the outer layer of the skin protected and well hydrated. They're made up of multiple amino acids, fatty acids, triglycerides, urea, ceramides, phospholipids, glycerin, saccharides, sodium PCA, hyaluronic acid, and many other compounds that are naturally present in the skin. It says that it's a non-greasy formula, which I totally agree with. It is a fantastic moisturizer. I use it underneath my eyes. I use it all over my face. I find that it does a really great job of holding moisture on my face all day long without having a greasy feel at all. The next thing I have is the vitamin C serum, and this is the 23% suspension. And one of the things that is so interesting about this is that when I first got it, I put it in a disappointing products video, and boy was I wrong. Okay, this, when I first used it, was grainy, and it did a little bit, it felt a little bit like tingly and stinging, and one of you said, you know what, that's the way it's supposed to do, and the grainy is a good thing. And the reason that it is a good thing is because it is the purest form of vitamin C. You cannot get a pure form of vitamin C without having that grit, because that's actually how it's delivered. So this is a very, very potent vitamin C, and I'm so happy that I kept it. Vitamin C has the brightening effect on you, and it has worked wonders for my skin. I absolutely have loved this. It's been fantastic. I have had terrible darkness and discoloration around my hairline from when I was a kid. Used to wear my hair back in the sun, and then across my nose and across my cheeks, really bad age spots too. And I feel like this has brightened my skin and helped my skin so much. The tingling, it lasted maybe, the burning and the tingling maybe lasted through 3 uses, and then once I was over that, it was like, it was just wonderful. And which brings me into the oils that I use. There is a squalane oil, a Plant-Derived Squalane oil, and then this is an argan oil, 100%. They're both 100% oils. If you've ever watched Josie Marin, she's the one that really brought argan oil onto this scene, and she has her complete line, but it's so expensive. And here we have 100% of the argan oil and not being hardly anything, a fraction of the cost. And then also this squalane, I'm not sure I'm saying that right, I'm probably butchering it, but both of these oils, not only can they be used after your moisturizer to lock in and give you an extremely fantastic hydration because they are oils, they don't seem to just sit on your skin and then you eventually rub them off. They do seem to really soak into my skin. Another nice thing about both of these oils is they can be used in your hair. They can be used with your wet hair to give you like a nice shine to your hair. They can also be used for heat protectants, and they can be used as on your ends for preventing breakage. So I really do love both of these oils. This next product that I want to show you, I am so excited about. If you look at it right there, it looks like it's almost like a cranberry color, a very dark red color. This is the AHA 30% and BHA 2% solution, and this is a 10-minute exfoliating peel. Now I'm going to read to you right here what the alpha hydroxy acids are in it. They are glycolic, lactic, tartaric, and citric acid, and then the beta hydroxy acid is salicylic acid. Now the alpha hydroxy acids help to clean off the top layer of your skin cells, and they help slough off all that dead skin off the top layer. But the beta hydroxys will go deeper into your pores and actually clean out your pores, which actually gives your pores a look of being diminished. Even though our pores are our pores, they can't be diminished or shrunk. But once you clean them out, they do look diminished because they don't have all that junk in them, the sebum, the dirt, all that junk in them. So this is a really strong peel. However, what I found is that it doesn't irritate my skin. I love that about the Ordinary skincare line, is that all of these things that I've used, even the vitamin C, after a while, I didn't feel like I had a long-lasting irritation or something that was going to, like break me out. I've never had any reactions to anything, like allergic reactions. This says with continued use, it will improve the skin's texture and reduces the look of fine lines and wrinkles. So I really do think that any sort of a peel is important to have in your skincare regimen and exfoliator, and one that you can use just once a week to get rid of all that dead skin that you're getting from the retinol products and the other products that you're using. This one is fantastic, a fraction of the cost of other peels. I think it's a fantastic formula. So happy with that one too. So now I'm going to show you that demo of the foundation, but before I do, I want to talk just a little bit about the high spreadability fluid primer that I got from them. You guys, okay, I have tried so many primers across the board, and a primer is a must for me anytime I do my makeup. It is an absolute. Now this does have the silicone in it, but what I love about this is it's just a little bit more spreadable. Sometimes you get those bottles or those tubes of, you can't really see it there, but it's so soft. Anyway, sometimes you get those tubes or the bottles of the silicone primers, and they are so thick that you feel like you're putting like a cake makeup on your face. This is not like that. It goes over your skin and it just feels like silk. And I am so impressed with this. And I'm also impressed with the benefits of how it makes my makeup, my actual foundation, look. I'm wearing it today and I feel like my foundation looks just so seamless, and it diminished my pores and helped with some of the wrinkles I have. And I'm hooked on this already, and I've only used it it for a week. So I'm going to take you over to the demo, and you'll be a little bit closer to me than you are right now, but you'll get to see my first impressions on the demo, and then I'll be back to talk to you about all of this, and we'll wrap it up. Okay, now on to what I've been waiting for months. It is the Serum Foundation, and this is in 2.0N, which is their neutral color. I would have gone a little bit darker, but they didn't have anything else available. So it says shake this up really good before you use it. So I'm shaking really good. And because it's a fluid primer, it's going to be a lot thinner, which you guys probably already know. But I'm going to put some on the back of my hand, and I'm going to go easy at first because I don't know how this is going to cover. It says that it's sheer to medium coverage, and it's looking like it might be just a little bit light for me. Looks like it's going to be a lot light, so I might have to warm it up with some bronzer, but we are just testing the makeup for now. Okay, so going to go ahead and get this patted in and see what happens. This is way too light for me. And the neutral, if you can see, I can already tell the neutral is doing a little bit of a gray cast on me. Usually cool tones do that on me, so that's what I usually expect. But this neutral is kind of giving me a little bit of a very white gray cast, but that could be that I didn't get it dark enough too. It's actually, I'm shocked. I mean, I used quite a bit. I used 3 whole pumps, but I'm actually quite shocked at what pretty good coverage is going on already. It feels extremely lightweight, and it's covering quite well already. Oh my goodness, you guys, can you see how well this has covered my face? I mean, I didn't take hardly any time. Normally I take a ton of time to press and dab, which I'm still gonna do just to pick up excess. But oh my goodness, for being a sheer to medium coverage, I feel like it's covered really well, especially for the summertime. You know, in the summertime we get really sweaty, and we get to when we're in the heat, and it's hard to you know, wear really thick foundation, but this doesn't feel heavy at all. And oh my word, there is like, can you guys see there's hardly any breakthrough at all? I have quite a bit of scarring right here on my down here from acne on my cheeks, and it's covering so good. I'm really pleased with it. Now I do have a breakout right here. I don't know if any of you can see on my on my chin right here, but and it's not covering that 100%, but boy, it did pretty darn good. So yeah, liking that. This is my camera light. It's not a ring light or anything where it's giving the diffused light like that. I wanted you to see what it looks like in the brighter light too. It's just such a good coverage foundation. I'm shocked. You know, I have all this discoloration right here from sun damage, and then across my cheeks, and then I've got this breakout right here. Everything looks so good. I'm so pleased, and it's, you know, the lightweight coverage. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of my face done, and then I will be right back with you guys to give you some final thoughts. Okay, so full face of makeup on now. I love this stuff, you guys. It was a little bit too light in the color, but when it said that it was a sheer to medium coverage, I was really skeptical because normally I need a really full coverage, but it covered just wonderfully, beautifully, and it was one coat. It wasn't like I had to put several coats on, and it feels so light on my skin, and I'm in love with this. I'm absolutely in love with this. I think they knocked it out of the park on this foundation. I think for, you know, as we get older, if we have too thick of makeup, sometimes it can look really cakey on our skin, especially in the summertime, and when we're sweating. So not necessarily if you're older, but you know, if you just need a lighter foundation for summer. This is so good. I'm so excited to have it. Now, I'm probably going to try and order one that is the warm color, because I felt like the neutral was a little bit too on the pale side. Not really pale and not really gray. I'm trying to reach for a word here. I don't really know what it is. So I think I'm gonna order like 2 or 3 shades darker on this and see how that mixes with this one, or just using that one alone. And I didn't talk about that either. It is a pump. I like the pump, and it is basically, it's plastic jar, so, and that's fine with me. I don't mind that at all. All of the other ones though, all of the hydrators and the serums, they all come in glass bottles. And any of these products that are susceptible to UV rays, they all come in dark bottles, which is fantastic. And then the other thing that I really like is that their vitamin C serum comes in a tube, so that its efficacy or its efficiency is not compromised. I hope that this review helped you, because I am absolutely enthralled with this skincare line. You cannot beat the price. It is way better than drugstore. I feel like everything that I have gotten from them so far has just been things that my skin has loved. I haven't had a bad adverse reaction to anything yet. Now, that's not to say that some of you might, you know, get, if you have very sensitive skin, you might have reaction to something. We all have different issues, different needs. But, you know, for me and the ones that I have chosen, I'm really glad about right here. My very first order was over in the UK, and then I found out that it was distributed through Canada, and I was so happy. And you get free shipping over $25, which I think is just wonderful coming out of Canada. You can't beat that either. So I would highly recommend you guys to try out this line. It is so good, so efficient, so inexpensive, and yet they try so hard. And many of these products are 100% vegan. So just so you know, and I know that they are a cruelty-free brand too. So all of that are A+ things in my book. So I hope that you enjoyed this review. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I would really appreciate that. And share this video too, so that everybody out there can quit spending so much money on their skincare and really get highly effective skincare that is very affordable. That's what I love about it. So you guys have an amazing weekend. Thank you so much for sharing a bit of your day with me. I will see you in my very next video. I love you guys. Bye-bye.